That air conditioner sitting in your backyard has been quietly robbing you all summer. Every brutal afternoon, it strains harder, burns more electricity, and blows slightly warmer air than it should, and you have no idea it is happening. Here is the thing. There is a $30 device that bolts onto that exact unit in about 15 minutes, and it makes your AC blow colder while pulling noticeably less power. No new system, no technician, no rewiring. You just have not been told about it yet. The reason is simple and a little infuriating. The HVAC industry makes its money two ways: selling you a brand new $4,000 system and charging you for service calls. A $30 kit you install yourself in 15 minutes does neither. It earns them nothing, so nobody points at it, and it quietly stays off the shelf while you keep overpaying every summer. With that in mind, here are the things this little device actually does that your AC company will never sit you down and tell you about. 1. It attacks the real bottleneck of your entire cooling system. Most people think the cold air is made inside the house. It is not. The hardest, most punishing work happens outside, at that big metal box in your yard called the condenser. Its only job is to take all the heat your system pulled out of your home and dump it into the outside air. But on a 100-degree afternoon, it is trying to throw heat away into air that is already scorching hot. It is like trying to cool a hot cup of coffee by blowing hot breath on it. It barely works, and it takes forever. The hotter the air around that box, the harder the compressor strains, the more electricity it burns, and the warmer the air that finally limps out of your vents. That overheated box is the choke point of your whole system, and almost nobody, not even most homeowners who have lived with it for years, does a single thing about it. 2. It uses nothing but a fine mist of water. The device is a small kit of thin tubes that clip around your outdoor unit and connect to an ordinary garden hose, the same one you water your lawn with. The moment your AC switches on, a little activator flap senses it and sprays a light mist across the hot coils of the condenser. No electronics, no motor, no power draw of its own whatsoever. Just water, turning itself on and off automatically the second your compressor kicks in and shuts off. 3. It steals heat using physics you already understand. When water evaporates, it pulls heat out of whatever it touches. It is the exact reason sweat cools your skin and a wet towel on your neck feels so good in summer. That mist hits the blazing coils, instantly evaporates, and drags a huge amount of heat away with it. Suddenly, your condenser is breathing cool, misted air instead of 100-degree air, and dumping heat into cool air is 1,000 times easier. 4. It measurably cuts the power your AC pulls. This is not a sales claim, and you do not have to take anyone's word for it. People have tested it with real clamp meters on real units. One unit running in 90-degree heat was pulling 4.4 amps through its compressor. That is the raw electricity the motor draws to run. 15 minutes after the misting kit was switched on, that same compressor dropped to 3.6 amps. Stop and think about what that means. That is nearly a 20% drop in the power. The single hardest working, most expensive part of your air conditioner burns, and it came from nothing but spraying a little water on the outside. Run that saving across every hot afternoon of an entire summer, and it adds up to real money left in your pocket. 5. It actually makes the air at your vents colder. In that same test, the air coming out of the registers dropped from 53.2 degrees to 52.5, almost a full degree cooler. On a sweltering day, That is the difference you feel on your skin the moment you walk inside. A struggling unit suddenly has room to breathe. 6. It works even harder exactly when you need it most. Here is the honest part. That test was done on a unit sitting mostly in the shade. The person testing it said it plainly: if your air conditioner bakes in direct sunlight during the hottest part of the day, which most units do, the savings get bigger because there is far more heat for the mist to strip away. The hotter and sunnier your unit, the more this thing earns its keep. 7. It barely uses any water. People worry about this, and it is a fair worry. But across an entire blazing summer day, one of these kits uses about as much water as a single flush of your toilet. That is it. A few cents of water to take a real bite out of your single largest electricity expense. 8. It installs in 15 minutes with zero skill. You shut off the power at the disconnect, stick the activator piece on with its adhesive backing, clip the misting tubes around the condenser, and connect a garden hose. The connectors are simple push-in fittings. You just cut the tube to length and slide each end in until it locks. No special tools you do not already own. No professional. No permit. 2 real tips from people who have done it. First, aim the Meisters so they spray across the coils and not onto your house foundation, or you will be staining your concrete all summer. Second, before you stick anything down, rotate the kit to find wherever your fan pushes the most air, because that is where the mist does the most good. 9. It protects the most expensive part you own. The compressor is the heart of your air conditioner, and it is the one part that abwet, if it dies, often means replacing the whole unit. Every time it runs overheated and strained on a brutal afternoon, you are shortening its life. By cooling the air around it, this kit lets the compressor run cooler and easier, which means less wear on the single component you least want to fail. You are not just saving on this month's bill, you are buying time on a part that costs thousands to replace. 10. It costs less than one service call. Think about the math for a second. A single visit from an HVAC technician runs well over $100 before they touch anything. A brand new high-efficiency system runs into the thousands. This kit is $30 to $40, one time, installed by you in the time it takes to drink a coffee. There is no contract, no subscription, no annual fee. It is one of the rare cases where the cheapest option on the table is also one of the genuinely effective ones. A quick note of honesty before you run out and buy one, because the truth is what makes this useful instead of a scam. If you have very hard water, the minerals can slowly leave white deposits on the coils over time, which is exactly why the good kits come with a small inline filter built to handle that. Change it as recommended, and you are fine. And understand what this is and is not. It is not a miracle. It will not turn a dying, leaking unit into a brand new one, and it does not replace cleaning your coils or changing your filters. What it genuinely does is squeeze meaningfully more performance out of the unit you already own, on the exact days it struggles hardest. So here is the fair expectation, with no hype. $30 to $40, one time, 15 minutes of easy work. On hot, sunny afternoons, the exact days your bill is at its worst, you pull less power, get a degree or two of colder air at the vents, and ease the strain on the most expensive part of your system to replace. The HVAC industry never mentioned it for one simple reason: there is no money in a fix this cheap. The expensive path got sold to you. The cheap one got quietly buried. This channel is about the cheap fixes that actually work, the ones nobody had a reason to tell you about. If that is useful, subscribe. And next time someone says lowering your power bill needs a brand new system, wait until you see the $20 setup that cools a whole room with just water and a fan. See you in the next one. See you in